The new B-Daman or B-Daman Crossfire was a great revival of the franchise. So, again, Battle B-Daman or Bidenjutsu Bitar B-Daman or Season 1 was classic. The second season, Battle B-Daman Fire Spirits, wasn't as good as the first season, but it was okay. Then the third season, B-Daman Crossfire or Crossfire B-Daman, was good, but it wasn't really as successful as the first season. But it was better than Fire Spirits. So, after Crossfire B-Daman ended, Japan made a sequel, and it was called Crossfire B-Daman ES. And it ran from October 7, 2012 to September 29, 2013. And it had 52 episodes. So, I'm going to give you a little history on this show. So, back in August 2012, a list of releases post-September was leaked onto the internet, suggesting that B-Daman may receive a renewal. On September 7, 2012, the official website was updated with details on a new series, Crossfire B-Daman ES. The series would take place on a new island and revolve around a new character, Cayman Day. Yeah, he was the character that made an appearance in the last episode. Yeah, and he was voiced by Johnny Ambosh in the dub. Yeah. And his friend, or best friend, Misuru Hachuka, I think that's how you pronounce his last name, it would also focus on a new B-Daman system titled the Emblem Charge System. Yeah, in this season, they have emblems on the B-Damans now. And when you press the emblems, then they would activate their special attack. And this season is taking place in a different town or island than the last season. Then last year or this year, the English dub came to North America, and it was called B-Daman Fireblast. And like the last season, it only had 26 episodes. Yeah, it's pretty disappointing. I mean, why couldn't it have 50 or 51 episodes like the original? So that's pretty dumb. And like B-Daman Fire Spirits, they bring back the characters from the last season, and they added some new characters as well. Yeah. So I'm gonna tell you the plot of the season. Alright, so in Crestland, the strict code of the road fight states that the loser of a battle cannot disobey the winner. So B-Shots, B-Daman players, or beta players, yeah, they call it B-Shots in this season. They spend their days in ruthless battles. Cayman Day lives in the south area of Crestland. He is a cheerful, happy boy who loves B-Daman. However, he has lost his memories of the past. Yeah, in the first episode, which, yes, I did watch, and I liked it, he keeps having dreams of this B-Daman. Which is kind of similar to Tyson when he had a vision or dream when he saw Dragoon. Yeah, sort of like that. Where was I? Oh, other than his older sister Ona or Aona, I don't know how you pronounce it. He doesn't remember anything about his family or B-Daman. One day, Cayman comes across a B-Daman named Garburn in the garage of the B-Daman club. His memories do not return, but for some reason, Cayman feels a connection to the B-Daman. And so, he becomes Garburn's partner and begins playing B-Daman again. Meanwhile, the WBMA, or World B-Daman Association, or International B-Daman Association, or Japan, or Japanese B-Daman Association, dispatches Samaru and others to Crestland. Their goal is to replace the survival of the fittest style world fight with the earnest skill building competition of Crossfire. Yeah. So, after having some heated battles with the Crossfire B-Shots, the B-Shots of Crestland begin to understand the true fun of B-Daman. Cayman eventually regains his lost memories of B-Daman and starts battling in order to lead Crestland's B-Shots down the correct path. Alright. So, yeah, I guess that's it. Now, like the last 3 videos and my Beyblade reviews, I'm going to talk about the theme song again, or the new theme song, then the characters, or the returning characters from the last show, and the new characters, then the toys, and then my rate on the show. Now, there's no game of, like, B-Daman Fireblast or Crossfire B-Daman ES. I don't know, but maybe there will be a game of B-Daman Fireblast. And this season, like, hasn't been released yet in North America. You can only watch this series on YouTube. I think they will release it, like, on cable, but I don't know. Because since CW Vortex is gone, people in America don't know where to watch it anymore except for YouTube. And in Canada, they took out B-Daman Crossfire in YTV, I think. I don't know. And apparently it was on Teletoon. So, when B-Daman Fireblast comes, like, to North America, like on cable for Canada, I hope it's gonna air on Teletoon, and maybe it can air on YTV. Yeah, YTV, because they show the original B-Daman. Yeah. Alright, now for the new theme song. So, like the last season, this has a new theme song. And, well, just listen to it.
Radiating Fireblast. Open fire, fighting with our souls and spirits wicked. Aim as I become the fiercest B-Shot. Radiating Fireblast. Whoa.
It's actually not that bad. At first I thought it was gonna be rap music, because ever since they added rap music to frickin' Beyblade, Shogun Shit, and Gay Warriors, Gay Raiders, it sounded horrible, and it's so stupid. But when the theme song started, it was rock music once again. And I loved it. And I gotta say it's better than the B-Daman Crossfire opening. I mean, it's not bad, but, well, I wasn't really used to it at first. But now I am. So I like this one than the Victory theme song, or the B-Daman Crossfire theme song. Yeah. But, again, it should have been this instead.
In ancient times, the challenge was made. A sport of honor so many have played. Through all the highs and lows, victory or disaster, only the best can be called. Be the champion. Take down your foe, you got the skill inside, come on! A tournament of champions, a battle for the crown. Suited up in armor to lay the challenge down. Lay the challenge down. Get into position, prepare for competition. Destroy the
Now I'm gonna talk about the returning characters. There's only like a few of them. So Riki's in this series again, and he still has the same look, and he's still voiced by Bull, which is still good. And he has a new B-Daman, like Yamato. So he went from Thunder Dracion to Rising Dracion. Yeah, this is like the Cobalt Saber and Cobalt Saber Fire of the series, and Cobalt Blaster. Yeah, and this looks pretty badass. And uh, for some reason, when the B-Daman Crossfire toys were released, this wasn't released for some stupid reason, because this was shown only in the Japanese version, which is stupid. Yeah. Alright, so next is Samaru, and he still has the same look. And he's voiced by a new voice actor, just like Gray and the others. So his original actor used to be Wendy Lee, now it's Jennifer Cameron. Yeah, and this season, like Fire Spirits, they changed like some of the voice casts. Just some of them. I think only just 3. I don't know. But Riki still is voiced by Bull, but Samaru's not voiced by Wendy Lee anymore, like I said. Yeah, so he went from Lightning Device to Sonic Device. Yeah. And I like Sonic Device better than Lightning Device. And it looks pretty badass. Yeah. Then next is Yuki, and he still has the same look. And yeah, his voice actor has been changed as well, which is stupid. It's Fire Spirits all over again. But it's better than Fire Spirits for the dubbing. So his original actor used to be Michael Sinterniklaas. I think that's how you pronounce it. And his new voice actor is Aiden Drummond. Yeah. And he went from Strike Avian or Strike Eagle to Across Avian or Across Eagle. And I like this one than the last version of Avian or Eagle. Yeah. Then next is Novu, and he went from Strike Dragrin to Force Dragrin, and it's alright. Like this design. Then next is Hugo, and he went from Thunder Leo to Jet Leo, and that's even better than Thunder Leo. Right, so 2 more recurring characters from the last season. So next is Simon, and he went from Lightning Scorpio to Mach Scorpio, and his new B-Daman looks okay. Yeah. Alright, and last but not least is Basra, and he went from Twin Dre Zeros or Double Dre Zeros to Steam Dre Zeros, and that looks even more badass. Yeah. And I think Novu is voiced by the same voice actor. Oh no. Alright, so his original voice actor used to be Steve Staley, now it's Cole Hansen. Yeah. And for Hugo, well, Uh, his voice actor used to be DJ De La Rosa, and now it's Michael Adam the White. I think that's how I pronounce it. And Simon, I think he's voiced by a new actor. Yeah. So, uh, his voice actor used to be Liz Joseph. Now it's Patricia Bacchus or Bachus. I don't know how you pronounce it again. And Basra, yeah, he's voiced by a different actor. So it used to be Bryce Papenbrook. Now it's Brad Swale. Yeah. So Riki's the only one that didn't change his voice. Wow. Alright, so now I'm going to talk about the new characters. Alright, so I'm going to start off with the main character, as always, again. So, first is Cayman, and I know he appeared in the last episode, but he only made a brief appearance. Yeah. And his beat'em is Drive Garburn, and it's a bird type beat'em, or it's a power type beat'em, but his spirit is a bird. Yeah. Why does the main character have power type beat'em? First it's Yamato, then Riki, then Cayman. Yeah. And Drive Garburn is pretty badass, and it looks pretty cool. And he's 11 years old in this season. So he's the same age as Yamato in season 1. And his voice actor used to be Johnny on Bosch. Now it's Reese Thompson. I don't know why they changed his voice. Johnny on Bosch is fine. Alright. Next is Misuru. And I think he's the rival of the series. I'm not really sure. But his beat'em is Slot Stinger, and his beat'em isn't really that cool looking. Yeah. And he's 11 years old in this season, and he's voiced by Alex Bergen, or Bergen. And Aona, or Ona, I don't know how you pronounce it. It's Cayman's sister, and I thought it was his mom, but no, it's his sister. And she's voiced by Brianna O'Brien. And she is a chef, and she owns like a shop or a restaurant, like May. Yeah. So next is Ken, and his beat'em is Detonate Walk, and that looks pretty cool. Yeah. And it's a power type beat'em, and Slot Stinger is a precision type beat'em. Yeah, I don't even know what like type it is in the original, but I'm guessing it's a control type. I don't know. And Ken's voiced by David A. K. Yeah. So next is Greg, and he's the dad of Aona and Cayman. Yeah. A little spoiler if you haven't watched the series yet. But when I first watched this, like the first episode, I was thinking if this guy was Cayman's dad, and I was right. Yeah. And next is Bakuga, and his beat'em is Praise Raidra. I think that's how you pronounce it. And his B-Daman looks alright. And he's voiced by Melissa Dorsey. Yeah, I don't even know who that is. And next is Genta, and his B-Daman is Dashing Tank Shell. And he's voiced by Stuart Cummings. And yeah, I guess that's it for the new characters. And I forgot two more recurring characters. It's Rory and Grandpa Takora. Yeah, they're still in the series. Yeah, I think that's all the characters in this season. I don't know. Alright, so now I'm going to talk about the toys. So, the toys, again, they were different. And they had like the emblem system. Or the emblem charge system. And they're still the same design as the last season. And yeah, that's all I have to say. Alright, now for the rating. Now, my final rating on B-Daman Fireblast or B-Daman Season 4 is a 7.5 out of 10. Okay? Now, this was better than Crossfire, kind of, but it had some elements from B-Daman Fire Spirits, like changing of the cast, new B-Damans, a new town, and some recurring characters. But this season, I haven't watched the rest of the series yet, but from the looks of it, and it looks good so far. So, if you haven't watched the series yet, go check it out on YouTube. I'll put the first episode in the description so you can check it out, or just put an annotation on the top as always. And yeah, that's all I have to say. So this concludes the B-Daman Review and Thoughts series. And the B-Daman series, it wasn't really successful as the Beyblade series. And the B-Daman series only had 4 seasons in North America, while the original Beyblade only had 3 seasons. And no, Metal Fusion does not count as a 4th season. It's a reboot. That's why people call it the Metal Saga. Yeah. But the B-Daman series was still good. I give it a 8 out of 10 for the B-Daman series. And if they did make a 3rd season of B-Daman with the original cast, then I would have loved it. Yeah. So that's it for this Review and Thought series. So please check out part 1. I talked about the very first B-Daman series called Battle B-Daman, and check out the last part, which was the new B-Daman series. I talked about the 3rd season in the franchise. And yeah, there's no spin-offs of B-Daman, I hope. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Comment, subscribe, and like always, I'm out. Peace.